There's the clicker down here. I just wanted to take a moment before we start just to acknowledge that we're on unceded Algonquin lands and just to talk a little bit about the room we're in because it's quite special for its own purpose. We here are in the Indigenous Commons meeting place, and this is part of us trying to start to recognize our history as Canadians and all the parts of our culture that make a rich environment that we live in. This room, just take a moment, if you would, to appreciate some of the stylings. And this is a place of knowledge and gathering, and I'm very pleased that we're here today to gather, to share knowledge in the capacity that we are. I'm going to be very brief to talk about our stuff and really talk at a very high level about what we're up to. I'm going to start with a little video that shows, oops, that wasn't the one I wanted to see, but let's see. Boop, boop, boop. One of these will do it, I'm sure. Boop, boop. Aha. Well, not that one. Here we go. How about that one? Maybe I'll ask our AV guys at the end, maybe just to start playing the video if they'd be able to help me out. It was on that first slide. We're engaging in what we're calling our digital campus project, or digital college project, sorry. And what we want to do is very much in the model of what Sims presented. Oh, lovely. This shows a little bit of it. These are our point cloud scans of this building here and our campus, walking down some of our hallways. We just wanted to show you a little bit the world that it creates, because what we want to talk about is the virtual world that we can build as a mirror to our physical one, and all the great advantages that come with that, with this sort of system. I have a few anecdotes that I'm going to share with you to try and illustrate this, but our emphasis is really on users and how users engage with buildings. We're starting, if I get to the right slide, about taking the point clouds and turning them into real places, virtually real places, so we can start to correlate our lives and our activities there. And whereas much of the emphasis is really on construction, building, maintaining, renewal, operation, we really want to focus on users, kind of the next step, hopefully, for what we imagine where BIM can go, and to look at what we need and what we want out of something like this. And again, I'm very grateful to see that the other things sort of lead into this in terms of Lara's presentation and Megan's as well. I'm going to give you a little example. There's some of my friends and I get together on a regular basis. We look for little restaurants to go to that we haven't tried before. One of the things that I want to relate is we were looking for a particular restaurant. I'm sorry if the story's a bit banal, but it will come to a point. And we tried to find a place that didn't have much of an online presence. We couldn't find the menu. We wanted to know what it was like before we went there. I searched all over the place for some information. In the end, I resorted to taking the little man from Google Maps and dropping him in front of the restaurant, turning the view to their window, and lo and behold, they had a menu on their door. And that action sort of made me realize what people want. Yes, I might care a lot about the built-up infrastructure, but right now I want a burrito. So I need to find a place to do that. And so these are the kind of things we want to talk about and we want to explore. Our digital campus project is to start to do that here locally. We have a little city of a campus here. There's 1.9 million square feet of built space here, or buildings and rooms. And we have a lot of services. We want to understand what our students want to use that as an analog for how we can apply this to the city. We want to partner with these existing initiatives and then hopefully offer up our data for them. And hopefully we come up with some neat ways to serve people and their uses. Some of you may have experienced the next thing I'm going to talk about, and that's wayfinding. We have a very interesting campus in terms of its layout, and it's not easy to find your way. Some of you may have experienced this, like I said, directly in terms of navigating your way from the parking lot here. This is an ongoing issue for us all the time. It's a little bit of a liability to wear my badge around at orientation because you're going to get stopped every 10 feet with someone asking, where can I find such and such? So we're partnering not only with obvious groups like Physical Resources and the Building Information Modeling Program, but also groups like our game development types. They are taking our model, rendering it in 3D, rendering up the walls, making virtual reality tours. You can walk through them so that you can then navigate and make your way through these places. We also want to do augmented reality. We've tried it before, but what we realized we were missing, it wasn't the tracking technology and all that. It was the virtual version of this building. So that's what we're embarking upon now. So we've mapped out the entire campus. These circles represent how we're using one of our Leica laser scanners, the PS20, to scan these different areas. We plan to do this over the next few years and develop a really rich model of what we have here so that we can start to explore these things. Similarly, I'll invite anyone who's interested in learning more. I've shared with you just a little picture of the building that we are in, the ACE building that we've scanned as well. And we have a little lab there that has a lot of technology we'd be happy to show you and see if there's interest for you to work with us or if there's things we can provide. Anyway, with that, I'll just say thank you very much. I hope some of you come to meet us and let us know what you're interested in so that we can see if we can find solutions or work together with you. And with that, since I think I'm the last thing between you and a little break for some snacks. Oh, sorry. We'll blame them if you're a little delayed and hungry. Thank you so much.